Welcome to the Locker, Season 4, Episode 5. I am A White, along with Van Hiles. Before I get to questions, what's up, man?
Man, good, man. Just watched my daughter play middle school basketball, hit the game-winning shot, and
Okay.
she throws to seal it. So,
Okay.
nice.
She was watching Reeves play, huh? You out here watching that UK game yesterday.
Yeah, this was a Papa moment here. It was the whole game is probably the best game she has played all year. All around game, good passes, not getting rattled, rebounding. Like she had a good game.
What her stat line look like?
Oh, sheesh, man. At least 15.
All right.
Okay. Now, a true assist, when we play in middle school, a lot of girls missed the layups or missed the shot. She would have had probably about 7 or 8 assists, but she probably ended up with 4. Couple turnovers.
Steals? What she doing the steal in?
Nah, she ain't. She's James Harden.
Okay.
She's hard right. She's the mirror image of James Harden. She's hard right, but you can't stop her. Oh, so that's how she got. That's how she got the winning basket, dude. She started on the left wing, dribbled across the lane, and came all the way back around for a layup.
Oh, that means she did a Livingston, Chris Livingston.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And it should have been an N1, but it's middle school. They didn't call it.
No wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. We got a lot to talk about. I mean, you know how it is. Come in with a lot to talk about. The fans dictate the show. I guess we will stick with that format, but I got 2 questions. Well, piggyback question. Tom Brady has officially retired, and this sounds like it's the real deal. Is that a topic for you or not a topic?
Hey, Tom Brady did this. Tom Brady got in that bus, and he spun the block. he said, "Giselle, I'm coming. Wait, I'm coming." He realized that he messed up. That I really did all this to finish. What they finished 8-9 in the regular season. That's not Tom Brady. So I think he realized it was time to go.
So you think he going back to? You think he trying to get his family back?
He gonna try. You don't think so?
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I don't know Tom like that. I knew Tom when everybody thought he. I got a lot of things going on. I think we back. Man, you back. All right. There's a couple things going on the thing. I didn't realize I didn't have my hard line plugged in, so I plugged it in midstream and it jacked everything. So we might be all right. So I don't know. I don't think he's going back because once you file for divorce, if you felt like if I decide I want to play another year and you find like I said, I think it's bigger than that. That they just look for an excuse, or she would look for an excuse. That's why I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think he goes back. I don't think that's a big enough reason.
But I know people who have spun the block 20, 15 years after they divorced and came back together.
Oh no, I think they might come back together when the kids get a little older, and start needing both parents there, because there ain't no need of having a headache of trying to co-parent. What time is the game? I'm gonna pick them up. Who's gonna drop? Like when she get a little older, And he probably had about 2 more years. I would love to see him play to 50. But I don't know. I don't think he like taking them L's like that. And I think his luster done wore off. I think he done pulled a LeBron. Everybody ain't messing with you now on that leadership. You the GOAT. But this man, you ain't doing what you. Oh, that's another thing I gotta bring. You're not doing what you used to do, and I think he is, but something ain't right. He was throwing some bad passes. He helped lose that last game, but I'm gonna go another direction. But what do you think? Have you seen the allegations? And I know LeBron is your dude. I don't know if LeBron's your dude because you're a Lakers dude, or the Lakers your team because you're a LeBron dude. I don't know which one it is, but you're on mute or something. I can't hear you.
My bad. I've been a Laker fan since forever. I didn't like Shaq, so I'm a Laker fan.
That's dumb. It don't surprise me though.
Yeah, I was Team Kobe.
So because Kobe and Shaq felt like you had an issue with something.
No. Do you really want to get into it? It's a long story. So I don't
want to get no long story about no Lakers. Go ahead.
Okay, cousin was at the mall. I'm froze.
Oh, you good now? You good?
Okay. So my cousin at the mall, there's a bunch of kids getting Shaq autograph, and my cousin went and he basically shoot her away. So ever since then, I wasn't a Shaq fan. He signed everybody's autograph.
You have told me that. You have told me that before. But being as a professional player, being in locker room professionals, I told you my Marshall Faulk stories, right? And you played with Marshall Faulk.
Yeah.
That I thought Marshall was cool. First of all, I idolized him, when I got to college, but playing with him and people, oh man, he's a dude. Can you sign one autograph? Is there a possibility in a public place? Right. So you just got to set the tone of I'm not signing autographs at all.
I'll sit there and sign everybody.
Somebody comes up with a unique way, or they sneak around and do something, that's fine. Or tell the waitress, hey, you haven't signed it so everybody don't know. I mean, there's ways of doing it, but you said this before, and like I said, I know a lot of people. I was happy for anybody to ask for my autograph, so I can't really understand turning nobody down. If I get 1,000 autographs signed while I'm in Walmart, then hey, over here, hey, single file, hey.
This is my thing about autographs, and this is the honest truth. I don't have a problem when a professional or a college athlete is on his own time saying, no, I'm not doing this. I'm on my own time. I ain't got time, because if I sign yours, then I got to sign everybody's, right? But once you start, you just open yourself up to a whole can of worms. So it's kind of like, when do you stop? How do you stop on this one? You know what I'm saying? Like, nope, not you. I'm done. Right. So it's like, once you start, dude, and now I wasn't there, but the way my cousin, which is really, we call my brother because it was 3 of us back to back to back.
Right.
The way he said it was not in a good way. So that just rubbed everybody the wrong way. So
to him or everybody, to your cousin or everybody?
To her. It was his sister. So the way he handled her. So and then Shaq is lazy when he's with the Lakers. I didn't like that either.
Okay, I give you that. Well, the point I was getting to was a good thing, good lead into, because you done beat up the professional players and critique them on what they should and shouldn't do. Mm-hmm. The question I got is, in your whole career, high school, I guess we could do middle school. Actually, I had a jacked up situation in Pee Wee's, but I had quite a few jacked up situations in Pee Wee. But in your sporting career, share with us something that you didn't want to do, not really that you didn't want to do, but went against your heart that you had to do. So it could be something about you doing the right thing while everybody's doing the wrong thing, because this ties in. We're not getting into it, but it ties in with the beating that happened in Memphis. Like, I got to be, I know y'all doing this, but I got to do. So But it also goes with Tom Brady. It's a lot, so don't think it's gonna get political or anything like that or racial. But yeah, something that you've done in your career on team sports aspect that you had felt like I had to go against the grain in a negative way, and it worked or didn't work out, or you had to go against the grain to try to save something and it didn't work out. I go against your beliefs.
Okay. This part bothers me because I didn't do it soon enough. When I was with the Bears, we didn't have, in my opinion, a good strength and conditioning coach. So he had us carrying cinder blocks around the football field, doing just crazy stuff. And what got me to my level was doing Olympic lifts, doing power cleans, doing snatches, just explosive stuff. So I didn't do that my rookie year. I went with what he was doing, and I felt like I lost a step because I wasn't explosive like I was in college. So my second year, I bucked the system. I'm like, I'm not doing that workout. I'm doing my workout that I got from high school and Coach O. So I just merged the two and just did my own shit. So it didn't end well because I got cut. But it wasn't because of that. But I did get cut that preseason. So that's the first thing that comes to mind for me. I'm sure there's something else though.
Huh. I thought it might have got deeper than that for you. I don't know.
No, I don't think I ever went. I don't think I ever been put in a situation to have to buck the system.
No, it really wasn't bucking the system. It could have been going against your teammates when they was on some bull jive. I mean, like I said, I think you were groomed for success as a youngster. That's why you and I don't have the same trials. No, like I said, because I before we got on here, I thought of one that was really good in the professional ranks. But the one I think about now, and this question was brought up because of the Tom Brady thing and things going on in Memphis. Kind of like when you were at a crossroad, what do you do? And you do and don't remember what happened in '96 to me at UK. I wasn't on the team. Hal Mummy came in '97. I balled out. We had a great season. '98, '99, which is understandable. That's my coaching philosophy. I'm going to replace you. Right. And that's what they tried to do. But they tried to replace me by giving other people opportunities. This also goes to the Severe Wheeler, Antonio Reeves. This goes to, like, the whole question was based off a whole lot of other stuff. And I look back now, like, I should have stood up for mine because there were people. Craig and I had a heated conversation one day in the locker room because I was a leading receiver. Had nothing to do with me. I don't throw myself the ball. But I was a teammate player because I got kicked off the team for voicing my opinion. That's all I did was voice my opinion. So I kind of feel like it's cool because everybody remembers air raid is successful. But if I demanded the ball more, and Tim Couch would tell you I could have got the ball more, my stats would have been better. Do I want my stats been better so my history could be better? Or when we didn't win, we won 7-4 was our best record, which wasn't great. But back in those days, 7 wins was huge. But it was just kind of, do I speak up or do I just keep, going with the flow? Everything's working. And like I said, the things I thought about Tom Brady, him coming back, stuff that happened in Memphis. You see your guys committing a crime, and do you step in and say, look, damn it? And then, like I said, even with the basketball team, Severe Wheeler hurt. Y'all done put me on the bench. He say, hey, coach, put me back in. We down to a third or fourth string point guard. Hey, I'm gonna give you what I got, and it's gonna be enough. I don't know. I just wanted to ask, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know why. The Severe Wheeler thing is so underrated because some people just don't like him. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen situations and been in situations where that dude who was the starter and is not the starter is a cancer.
Yeah.
Like right. Straight up. And it's not like somewhere, the fans can't see it. It got to be allowed. No. It is obvious. He's on the bench like, man, fuck these. You know what I'm saying? Right. Right. Look, he's sitting on the end of the bench. So I've seen stuff. And for him to do what he did, get injured, and then come back. Because when he got injured, that game went the other way.
Right.
In the last 2 minutes of that game, it went south. For him to do that and go through that verse that he's been through, put him on another level for me. But I've always said that Cal has put him in a bad situation because he cannot play in the lineup that he started with. He just can't. He's got to play. His skill set doesn't mesh well with how they was trying to play. But if anybody said, because I saw somebody say, well, he got so many assists because Reeves was hot. He had to get him good passes in open spots, get it to in his pocket like he wants to. There was a couple of fast break ones where he got on the ball ahead of the break and got him a chance to get an open shot. So for me, that game was so much Severe Wheeler more than it was Antonio Reeves. Although Reeves scored, he kept us in the game. But the change of the pace, getting ahead of their defense, helped out so much in one turnover. Come on.
Yeah. I'm going to read you a tweet that I had. And the guy, man, my man Ross, man, my dude Ross, been in sport. He in a lot of sports groups, man, and raised a great son that I used to mentor and mess around with. I read it. I had a tweet, and he took exception to it. Tell me where I went wrong, and you people following along, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, all those places, comment and let me know, because a lot of people looked at it. A lot of people liked my comments. Nobody liked his rebuttal, but he had strong statements. As soon as the game was over, and I do understand where we have been, I understand where our team is coming from, and if you can weed through the negativity parts and just take it at face value, I think you could take something from it. But as soon as the game was over, I said it's not a frickin' coincidence that every time in capital letters, we give a Kentucky player the green light, they ball out. We are UK. They are here because they can ball. Now, if coach figures out how to maximize all of their potential without taking away from the others, now that is coaching. And he took exception to that. And this is the part that got me was he called my tape a dime store tape. Like there's a bunch of people in Kentucky media that has played a lot of basketball or that just knows the whole, and that's kind of what you're saying. Like, Severe knows what he can do. Cal knows what he can do. Cal also has made a lot of promises. Cal has also put a lot of people in the league. Now, this is kind of where, and this all is just meshing together. I didn't plan it this way. This is all meshing together. Because you ask a player to do something that they really can't do, they can't do as well as they do something else. That's not on the player. Is it bad coaching? Yeah, it's bad coaching, but it's not bad coaching if you're trying it to see how it works out and you go away from it. And Cal has been doing that, and that's kind of what I'm saying. But every time he tries to find someone else's strengths, he puts a highlight on someone, and everybody else kind of got to take a step back. Like, don't do what you normally do. Let's see what he's going to do. And that's not how it works. And I know you made a hell of a point about him being on the court with shooters that we don't want Severe shooting. You know what I mean? He's a distributor. He will fight through screens. He will play D. Like I said, size ain't there, but he will play the D. So it's just kind of messed up. Like you said, he's getting a bad rap when, oh man, we don't want him on the court. I don't know about that. And like I said, I don't. And you said, do you feel like? I don't know if it's a fact. I saw you say this on a live that you said that he got 0 time with Frederick and Reeves on the floor at the same time.
I can't confirm 0, but it wasn't much prior to this game.
Yeah.
When he was starting, he didn't get that much, right?
Right.
And
right.
so, and I understand, and this is what, to me, you need to get the backs. You need to get behind the curtains to understand some of this stuff, right? Chris Livingston probably doesn't come here unless he starts, right? Chris Livingston probably doesn't come here unless he's the number 3 starter, right? Because it doesn't seem like Chris wants to play 4, right? So now, if Cal wants the kid, and this is the messed up thing about college sports now. Kids run the asylum now. So Chris wanted to play 3 because he probably sees that as his position on the next level. So now Cal wants him. Cal is hamstrung with that. Now you get Case and Wallace. You can't sit Case and Wallace because you won't get him. So now he's got to play the 2. Then you got to play Toppin because he came back. Right? Now you stuck with a starting lineup that doesn't mesh well skill set together. They are 5 individual decent players, but as a unit, they're not a good unit. So what do you do? Because now, and that's the great thing about Sahvir, is he has taken on coming off the bench. And like some people saying, like, why don't you start Antonio Reeves? Where are you going to put him? Are you going to sit Chris Livingston? Now, honestly, this is the bad part about it. If you sit Livingston, then he starts pouting. Antonio Reeves is a vet. He can handle, just like Davion Mintz, can handle coming off the bench. Chris Livingston probably can't. So now you lose him. But you got Sahvir playing with bad players for his skill set. Not bad players, but a bad unit for his skill set. So now Cal's got to figure a rotation out off of the starting 5. Now he's stuck. Now, if CJ comes in, and here's the bad part about it, if CJ comes in and can't hit nothing, he can't play.
Which he ain't been doing. The funny part about it, fans have been bitching about that Benny group, whatever they call it. I can't remember. Something Benny's, right? Benny Snells.
The Kansas game, they played him. He played him. They didn't do shit. Now fans holler like, why did you play Livingston more? Well, shit. A game prior, y'all was upset that he didn't play the Bennies more. You can't have it both ways.
I'll say this. And you know what? I'm turning over for the rest of this year. Nothing negative. I'm gonna be like Terry Brown. I'm turning everything football, basketball, I'm flipping like a spatula. But this is the last thing I'm gonna say. And it's not really negative, it is just pointing out some issues. When everybody's on Sahvir ass, y'all ain't got no problem getting on Sahvir ass. And it's 50-50. You got fans who ain't got no problem getting on Cal's ass, or you got fans who got a problem kissing it. You got 50-50. It ain't nobody that holds just hold Cal accountable. Like, Cal, you the coach. Same thing you just said, same things I said, man. You got 6 good players, maybe 7. If you shuffle them right, and every game ain't gonna be the same shuffle. You got to know if I put this one here, this one here. If I need this one here, I need this one here. If we need inside presence, I need this. Like, it should be what's they call that? A chart where, okay, we need inside. We also need defense. And this is the thing that don't catch no steam. And I don't want it to catch steam. But if y'all gonna boo Sahvir and y'all gonna talk trash about Sahvir, Nobody said anything. It has been said, but it's been under people's breath saying that Frederick shooting has been terrible. His defense is terrible. So why do we got you on the court? Like, I understand they say he has an IQ. We don't need you out there passing because you got one of those. If you on the court, at what we typically only got, the most we have on this court at one time is 3 scores, and that is pushing it.
That's rare.
That is pushing it. So if you on the court, you probably 1 or 2 scores. We don't need you passing the ball. Here's the other thing, and I know, and people they can kiss my ass because there's a lot of people who feel like, well, you don't know, you stick to, they don't say this, but it's kind of like my takes on basketball. If it's not what they're saying, they want to believe. and just like Ross said, oh, your dime store analysis at a Hall of Fame coach with 800 wins, take it somewhere else. Nothing. That's why I wanted to ask these people. Nothing I said was wrong. But the second part of this is, I would sound like an idiot to say nobody's saying nothing about Oscar Tshiebwe's terrible defense. He's a turnstile. Left. Which way y'all want to go? He's turnstile. But he just got named as the defensive player of the year candidate. So if I say that out loud, I'm an idiot. Oh, he was defensive player. Look at the fucking film. That's why people tune into us. Because you bring the breakdowns and we break down the film and you got stuff to look at. But I'm not going to change my motherfucking opinion. I'm not changing my damn opinion because y'all are looking at stats. Because stats don't mean a whole lot if it's not coming out in W's.
Because I know a guy who got, and I in college, I've seen situations of a guy gets a shit ton of tackles, right? That don't mean them tackles are good tackles. It doesn't. So for me, here's the deal for me. And I don't think Oscar should have won Sportsman or whatever that of the year in 2022.
Player of the year?
Huh?
Player of the year?
No, what the Kentucky what's that called?
Yeah, the Kentucky, yeah.
Well, whatever. State of Kentucky Athlete of the Year. That should have been Abby Steiner. It shouldn't even been close.
Right.
What she did in 2022 has never been done. She won the Bowerman, which is the Heisman Trophy of track. So she done so much. No one at Kentucky has ever won a Bowerman. There are situations where Oscar shouldn't start.
You got to start him though.
No,
just to see how he's going.
But Ant, you just put up the perfect scenario. You said if I'm a coach, I should be able to mismatch because, in all honesty, who cares who starts, right? Right. So if I'm going against Alabama, whom super athletic, whom Oscar can't do shit with, Oscar, dude, you're gonna have to sit this one. You're gonna have to come off the bench on this one, and maybe you can get like in NBA. I know a couple guys playing in NBA here, right? They have said sometimes it's better to come off the bench because you know why? Because you're going against their number 2.
Yeah,
you're going against the backups, right? So maybe sometimes with like Bama or Kansas, because Adams cooked Oscar.
Oh, yeah.
There's some situations where you go with Damian Collins and Toppin.
Yeah.
Or Livingston and Toppin. Sometimes you just got to do that because Oscar's not going to be successful. And it's hurting the team because we're trying to force feed them. And then they put them in a pick and roll.
So, as a teammate, I'm going to ask you this question. And like I said, this is the last subject. I said last time, but it's basically the last subject on that matter. So you just brought up old dude from Alabama. Well, it was several people in Alabama, but Kansas, boy Adams got in his mix. Timmy got in his mix.
Facts.
Jacquez Jr. from UCLA mix. Everybody, and like I said, as a teammate, why? And this is where I think Ross got mad at me And you are absolutely right. I think you saying what I'm saying, not the same way. Not that you contradicted anything I said, but why we got to lose games? The games I just named, we lost all them games because our player of the year was outmatched. And then, you know what I said? I don't know if it was on this show. It might have been Sunday Morning Sports Talk. When we played against Mississippi State, and you know, we used to run 5 receivers, man. If you want to keep 4 linebackers in or 3 linebackers, I hope 2 of y'all can cover Kevin Coleman in the slot and cover me out the backfield. Nope, we ain't trying to cover you. We about to bring 8 people. So if we can get to 10 before you can get the ball, hey, coach, man, hey, man, my shoulder hurt, man. I ain't about to pick up blitz. Not that I can't, but for Tim's help, we probably need to get me out of the game. No, you know what we're going to do? We're going to chip him in hot, or we're going to go hot. Okay, we understand. For me to stay in the game, this has to happen. But for us not to take an L, I'm completely fine with saying, hey, man, they blitzing the hell out of us, man. Put a fullback in so he can at least get the ball off and get time to throw.
Yeah, I'm a little, I've been screaming track, basketball, losing my voice a little bit. Yes, you need to know the strength of your team.
Cobby Cobb got a hell of a point. I guess that's kind of the point I was making.
You do.
Well, for people who are just listening and not watching, Cobby Cobb says, Cal has always said that he can't hide you if you are a defensive liability. Issue is he refuses to hide people to change up defense.
Yeah. Look, here's the deal. I hate zone. I hate it with a passion. When I coach, I did everything possible not to play zone. And when I play zone, I play matchup. So it's a little bit of a man principle because I hate it for a myriad of reasons. Unless you got people who, if you got a bunch of long dudes, then you get in passing lanes and you can disrupt it because you can protect the middle of the zone. Other than that, I hate it. But Oscar and the weak side help is horrible on pick and roll. Absolutely horrible. And that to me, I'm going to say is coaching, but I know damn well he coached backside helping out on pick and roll. Who doesn't? Damn, the worst middle school coach ever knows that if your guy's in a corner, he's in the corner for a reason. You can't just lock on him and leave the lane open. So it's like, so I always say it's players because you're not executing. And if you ain't got a basketball IQ, we didn't play college basketball, but our IQ is better than some of these dudes on Kentucky basketball team right now. And you don't need a coach to teach you that. You're in college now. This is not middle school or grade school. This is college. I hope you was taught this years ago. The IQ on this team is very low, man.
Let me ask you this. And somebody brought this up. I think Larry Vaught has said it. Just play devil's advocate for a second. How much of that help side and defensive transition, and I think Cal is saying this a little, and I still kind of put on Cal, if you allow this, how much of that is players don't try to help on help side because they don't want to expend the energy to get in here and recover. That's a lot of damn work. That's like trying to blitz. That's the same as blitzing the quarterback and the quarterback throwing the ball and you going 100 miles an hour to still try to make the play just in case he cuts back. Once you blitz him, if you stop, there's a lot of people who do it. Once you stop, we good. But that is a thought to that because these guys have always been the man, ain't really had to play a lot of D. So if I go help out inside and they kick it out, that's my man hitting. ESPN ain't gonna see me getting a shot hit in my face. But if the dudes I played with and all of us played in the pros in high school, man, we clamps you down here and we so athletic, we getting right back on the 3-pointer. Man, we can't. Hey, they over there complaining, Coach, we can't get a shot off, man. And that's all effort.
Facts. And that's a problem. There's a lot of problems, and I don't understand. Hey, and if someone gets us in motion and gets a pick and roll out of motion, we really in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Because they are totally lost then. Now, they played decent pick and roll early. Well, late. I mean, the second half they played decent pick and roll. We also got to understand that, as I always say, the other team's on scholarship too. So even if you defend pick and roll well, they're gonna still make some shots. But sometimes the way we defend it, it's like almost like coach showed us in walkthrough, right? How we're gonna defend it, right? If they don't run it like we did in walkthrough, they lost. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
he's supposed to be here.
He's supposed to be.
They used to kill me about scout team. Archer used to do that. Hey, now run the ball here. Shit, I said all over. Like, nah, but I know you said. But
so to me, here's what you do. Sometimes you got to sit down Oscar. Because he's not Tim Duncan. You know what I'm saying? Where here's where you let shit go like James Harden, right? James Harden's going to put up 30, right? But he's going to give up 28. You cool with that, right? But if Oscar's going to give up 17 to 20 and only scores 12.
Yeah. And you know the thing about it, man, Cal has the cachet to be like Belichick, Saban, and so he's on that level that you come in there and I think it was Belichick. Man, I'm cussing Oscar out the first day. I'm holding Oscar to these expectations. No, if Oscar don't do it, y'all all running. Oscar like, man, get up. Hey, y'all all better start doing this because I'm not gonna be running all day. And that's what Cal got to do. Like, man, I'll bench Oscar if he don't do X, Y, and Z. And the one thing about it, I will say this, because I'm about to get back on I'm gonna get on my positive shit. I don't think Oscar does it because he's lazy. I just don't think he really knows. Well, your boy Huggy did say he was lazy.
Dude.
I don't know if he's really lazy or just don't really know.
Anthony, I've seen him flat-footed, dude, on pick and roll. Like total, like standing up, like you said, turnstile. Like, come on, dude, get in a defensive posture. And here's the thing, and people get upset. I've seen this a lot. Why do we go over the screen? All right, you go over. Well, the way I was taught and the way I know is you go over the screen because the guy who's dribbling the dribbler can potentially be a good shooter. If you go under screen, you gotta let him get an open jumper because Oscar ain't fucking hedging at all, right? So if Oscar could hedge, you can probably come under and then get back to it. But we all know right now, without a shadow of a doubt, Oscar's not going to strong hedge at all. So you have to go over the top. You have to. So if you're going to go over the top, why the fuck is Oscar getting caught up in between? It makes no sense.
Give him some space.
It's going over the top.
Right, give him some space.
Give him some space. I'm gonna stop because I like Oscar, but there are some things that people rave about him. And look, the kid's a great kid. He's done some great things. He's awesome off the court. But there are some on the court limitations that he has. And we as fans have to acknowledge his limitation. Like you said, y'all don't have no problem getting on Mighty Mouse. I call him Minnie Mouse. On Mighty Mouse, you have no fucking problem complaining about Wheeler. Zero. No one says shit about CJ Frederick. No one says anything about Livingston. No one says anything about Oscar. And their limitations. It's unbelievable. See, here's the deal. Anthony, I say this all the time. Once the teams have tape on you, they are going to destroy you if you can't adapt.
Oh,
he hasn't adapted. It's not that he's not hungry. He just hasn't adapted.
And that's what I said about the IQ thing. You done had motherfuckers, you done had linebackers play with you or safeties throw their hands up. And that's what's funny. Who said that about him throwing his hands up? Like, oh, I didn't know. You would rather say I didn't know rather than just hustle your ass. So hustle gonna work every time. Hustle gonna work every damn time. It was funny in the post-game conference, post-game press conference. Cal was talking about the game. Man, Oscar was fighting through screens. And dude, that's the only thing I really noticed against Kansas. That joker was fighting through screens. Two other things, and I'm gonna move on to football. Two other things I was gonna say. I know I said I was bad. Toppin is horrible at defense too. Toppin horrible. But I called Rock Oliver to see if I got any eligibility. Hey, and this because man, and this is because we got so many players that are just bad on one-on-one. Because I was watching the one game, Oscar was getting beat on the block, but Toppin was just arm barring him, riding him on down to the bucket. They get, dude, you're the most athletic person. Dude, even with my little significant hops compared to him, if you start going to the glass, I'm meeting you at the glass. I'm not riding you and giving you a free layup. Because that's what Alabama does to everybody. Are you coming here? It's getting on. It's getting on in here. But what did I say my other thing was?
You didn't say it. You said you had two things, you only said one.
I said him.
Oh, Fredericks.
No, that wasn't it, but
okay.
No, it was
Livingston. No.
Screens. Dude. We have a terrible time with the pick and roll. If you got, and this is one thing that kills me. If you got a terrible time with the pick and roll, why don't we just run it through practice? Watch film and do what the other teams do. We may do that. You know what my problem is? We have never used the screen correctly, and we have never tried to rub a guy into the screen. If there's a screen sitting there, they sitting there lax. Like you can just walk around the screen. We got to fight through their screens. First of all, our guards don't try to utilize
push them down. Yeah, dude. See, this is why, Anthony, IQ is used. The screener can't move. You as the dribbler has to push the defender down to get the screen properly. If it's a moving screen, it's on the person who's dribbling. You ain't set the damn screen up. This is basketball 101. Like, how do you not know that? You gotta side dribble, you gotta push him down enough where then when I go around, he will get rubbed. We don't do that, but everybody else does. And then people get upset with Severe. Well, he's getting picked off. Well, damn, that's what the fucking screen is for.
And we never return the favor. That's my whole thing. Y'all getting killed on the pick and roll. But when we set a screen, you know, the one thing is, so a lot of times we set a screen and we go away from it. And that may be by design. I don't know. That may be by design. But even when we using the screen, the guy don't have a strong base. And the point guard is 2 or 3 feet away from him, so it ain't making no difference anyways. Like you said, one thing, like you said, 101. My shoulder need to rub against my picker's shoulder. I'm leaning into it. If he get through that, then he's just a skinny ass dude.
Right.
Kevin Durant.
Now I have gone opposite the screen, but you go opposite the screen when the guy guarding you has really beat you to the spot. And the guy who's guarding the screener is hedging strong. So you can't go that way. So then you disregard the screen because now you got two guys over there. Now I got to open alley a little bit until the hedger comes back over. I don't know, dude. It's simple basketball. And I said this early in the season on Round the Shots. This team doesn't have an IQ. It just doesn't. And Kobe said about the ghost screen. You know what the ghost screen is good for? Is when a guy who's screening is a damn shooter. You don't go screen with a guy who can't shoot. The reason why you go screening, because then you can pop out and get a three because they think you're screening, and then they coming over the top. Dude, let me stop because we don't know basketball, Anthony. We football players. Let's stop. Let's do something that we know. Let's do football.
It's a drill. It's just a drill session, and plus we only got 10 damn minutes in the show. But no, it was a drill session. It's just kind of pointing out some problem. I guess my plan, not really so much, but next week we'll just go to positive. Once we start rolling again, we just do all the positive. I'm just pointing out some things. When we lose, people want to point this, and this. And one other thing before we go to basketball, I don't need a rebuttal for this. I mean, before we go to football, I don't really need a rebuttal for it. Really is. I'm not exactly sure, and Van can attest. In the NFL, it pissed me off and it shocked me that the first day of practice in the running back room, we are doing alignment and stance.
Yes.
Same shit we did in Pee Wee's. 7 yards deep, feet on the line, hands on your thigh boards. And I'm like, get this ball bird. Like, dude, we started doing this stuff 20 years ago. Well, yeah, at least 18 years ago. But I don't know if these guys are not really into all that because AAU circuit don't teach everybody. The good players don't even play high school. Then you only got 20 hours of practice time. So you really don't have a whole lot of time to spend on, hey, you need to set a screen. But they should have learned that somewhere along the line. And I do think that they are not learning this stuff along the line because of AAU.
Yeah, it's like a teacher. And then we go on. It's like a teacher. If I'm teaching calculus and you took pre-cal the year before, I'm not going backwards. I'm going where calculus starts. I'm not going to reteach you pre-cal. And if you ain't ready, you ain't ready. And that's the same thing with college too. I can't, especially when they did a 20-hour rule, we ain't got enough fucking time in a week. So you motherfuckers better know something before you get here, or you won't be playing. And then your parents, then the fans gonna be wondering, why isn't Van Hiles playing? Because in the Bahamas, he was balling out. There's a reason. Maybe I don't know shit.
Here we go. They getting crunk over there for football talk. And I was going to ask you this a while ago, but, we started trailing in some other stuff. Talking about coming off the bench, Cal doing this. Stoops is a player's coach. Van, I asked you this last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm going to ask you this again because now it's really, we got our team damn near finalized. We got one last scholarship left, and they want to ask about that as well. Van, if Jefferson comes back off injury, he came from where? Sam Houston State, something like that.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be the man. But because C-Rod was out, so it's going to be between him and C-Rod. But we all knew Jatan was waiting back for my turn the same way Benny did from Boone, AJ did from Benny,
Fact.
B-Rod did from AJ.
Fact.
Now, what the hell we going to do in that running back room? I know I'm the running back guy. You put your coach's hat on. You going to sit Davis down, who one of the best running backs in SEC last year? You going to give Jefferson a chance to show what he showed? Or has Jatan waited his time? Because here, this shit here, man. Last year, Courvoisier Smoke had to be fifth string running back. And it's not based off of him playing or nothing, but we knew Jatan was up there. We knew Jefferson was up there. We thought that
Lavelle
Wright had a good spring. So we knew that was 1, 2, 3. When C-Rod came back, he was going to be he'd be fourth, but push Smoke back. We get to the damn game, Smoke the starter. Have no problem with that. We won more games than Smoke. Well, not won more games, but we won. Yeah, we did win more games of smoke than we did with C-Rod. Didn't
I don't know.
we? Was 4-0?
No, we lost to Ole Miss.
Yeah. But what was our final record?
7-5, maybe. We finished 7-6.
Yeah.
So we
So
started.
we went 2-4. So we went 3-4 after that. Well, we went 3.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So, anyways, whole point is, what you gonna do in that running back room? Who's starting?
Well, here's the thing. Where is Ramon Jefferson?
Hold on, my bad. And I don't know. And Wes in here, man, Wes in here giving me a headache. Like I keep up with all the damn comments because he got them coming in. But Will Cox is in the fray.
Peace.
I'm talking about the returners. What you gonna do there? That's what the start. I don't think Will Cox is gonna start out the box just because.
No, he won't. Because he's not coming in the spring, I don't think. If he came in the spring, I think he has a chance. Where's Ramon Jefferson at during spring? Is he 90%? Is he 80%? I don't see how you can beat Ray Davis out because he is the quintessential Mark Stoops running back. Okay? But what's going to happen is if Will Cox is Junkins from Ole Miss, which I think he can be, it's going to solely become his team. And then Ray Davis is going to become that switch-up back. And then Ramon Jefferson and Jatan is going to become your put them out in space, like we put you out in space, and get nasty in choice routes. That's what I see. But I see right now with Jefferson come off the injury, I don't see him starting. I think you start Ray Davis, and then after that, it changes. Because here's the thing. Will Cox has juice, and he's got physicality. We haven't had that since Mo Williams. Physicality.
What you call it?
Who?
Benny?
Benny couldn't run that fast though.
Oh, so you mean get up through too?
Get up through there.
Maybe R2 Trainer, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. So we haven't had that. This kid got that. The thing about it, and this is what people have to understand, he might be the most talented back, but is he the smartest back? Because you can't pick up the playbook. Your ass gonna be sitting right next to what's the running back coach name?
Oh, I forgot we got a new running back coach.
God, I can't think of his name yet. J. What's you're gonna be sitting right next to him, waiting on your turn. He ain't gonna be calling on you because he's gonna be scared to put you in because you ain't gonna be able to do what needs to be done.
Boulware. So you gave it. I ain't mad at your answer. Is Lavelle? Did he enter the portal or is he still here?
He's still here.
Okay, cool. This is something everybody's been talking about. I wanted to ask you this too. I'm interested to hear what you got to say. And y'all fans and chatters, people who are participating, let me know what y'all think as well. We're gonna share it on the screen and see how everybody else feels. Man, everybody came with Boulware. Boom, boom, boom. Van, our man, Mr. Justin Rogers' watch is going to Auburn. Apparently, he's coming after Khalil Sanders and some other people, man. Tell them come over here to getting this good. Whoop-de-woo. I know some things. I know something I won't tell. But some people got a problem with it. And I said this on Religiously Kentucky podcast. When Clinkscale left, he came back trying to get our players. Like, now, if you got some guys over there that can play, I want them to play. If I'm a player, I'm gonna get the guys to play. I told this on Religiously Kentucky podcast. I'm gonna say it on here. just because I think y'all deserve to hear this as well. If Elliot Uselak, before he got fired, if he was going to have Tim Couch run one more speed option, Tim Couch was going to Tennessee. He was going to Tennessee. So whoever don't like Hal Mummy just realized he's the reason Tim stayed here. We was leaving Dr. Daniels class, some history, some kind of history. I have no idea. We never listened in there. And he said, I'm going to Tennessee. You coming with me? At this point, I was off the team. I was like, shit, I want to go to Ohio State. I'll see what's up. Then he said, a couple weeks later, we leaving class. You heard about this guy, Hal Mummy? No. Hey, man, stick around, man. He got some innovative stuff coming. You need to check it out. But if he was leaving, I guarantee he was trying to take Kevin Coleman. He was taking some dudes with him. So I'm not really surprised that he's trying to come after his players. Is there anything you heard inside about that might have kind of rubbed you the wrong way? Or maybe it's the way he went about taking player. I didn't hear him badmouth anybody. All I heard, he was trying to get him over to act like it was greener. The grass was greener.
Hey, that means we got good-ass players. Because we have sorry-ass players, he wouldn't be trying to get them to come with him. Look, this is what kills me about social media, is people get all up in arms about subliminal messages. He didn't say anything outright. He just wanted to get a rise out of everybody. And he did he accomplished what his deed was. Leave the kid alone, man. He's not here anymore. He said some shit. He said some shit all season. It's just like when Lynn Bowden said something when he was here. That's like Vito said, like, kids say stuff. It is. Wow. But here's the deal. Our man Stu said on this show, we had the great Larry Vault on, he got something up his sleeve. And he got Kendrick Gilbert. That was up his sleeve. Not only did he get Silver, he got Gilbert. So now, look at the difference in length and size that we got after Rodgers left. We got long. And we haven't had long like that since Calvin Taylor. So now we got Deion Walker, who's long. You got Silver, who is long. And you got other guys, Ripka's long, Saunders long. We got long MFers on that D-line. And when you playing two-gap defense, because we have to change our defense this year to cater to Rodgers because he couldn't play zero tech on the center. We had to shade him to a one tech. That changed the whole defensive scheme. I don't want to get into the whole semantics of it, but I guarantee you them linebackers didn't like that move because now you got people on your ass. There's a reason why the 3-4 has two inside linebackers. So
when you get to the point at the nose, and you're not requiring a double team,
it's a problem.
That's like getting pressure. That's like getting pressure in any defense with your front three or front four. You know what I mean? You got 7 people playing coverage.
This is the simple way I can think about it. You got 5 offensive linemen. You got a guy over the center and 2 guys over the tackle, right?
Right.
You got 2 linebackers. If the center can handle the nose, that means those 2 fucking guards are going right to your damn linebackers because there's nothing protecting them.
Yeah.
And if you got to go 1, you got to shade to the 1. Now you just moved his ass over to make it even a clear. Look, I'm going to say this. And I'm going to say I'm a bias. I'm not going to say you because you're your own person. I'm biased of Stu. When Dustin Rogers came here as a freshman, he wasn't anywhere close to what he is now. Not even close.
Yeah.
No, what is that? He got good coaching. And he owes Stu a lot for him to go to another institution. Because if he would have been like he was his freshman year, he'll be still fucking in the portal in the damn gray area, not being picked up. So, gotta give Stu his credit for him because he made him at least a serviceable nose.
They also asked, I ain't gonna go back and find it because we got so many questions. They also asked, we got one Scally left. I think it might have been West. We think we going running back? Which I don't know why you would do that. What position you think we're going? Running back? Somebody said O-line. What else?
To me, you get best available.
Are we good at corner?
Yeah.
Or ain't nothing?
We're good at, I mean,
I'm trying to get Chris Collins on here. I'm trying to get him and Stu was together the other day.
We got a shit ton of corners on scholarship. Somebody got
can play for us.
I think yes.
Because last year we was we got Smith out of the portal, and we had Carrington who. So I'm saying what do I don't know.
So you picked up 2 from the portal. You got Hardaway. Hardaway's going to start. I'm going to say that right now. He is locked in as my starter. From what I saw from his high school film, he is a lockdown one of the starters. Then you got Phillips, you got Hairston, you got Dunn, you got guys that need to be serviceable over there. So you got to, I don't know if you can pick up another. Then you got all your scholarship players in the DB room. Dude, we got a shit ton of safeties on scholarship. So I would say, honestly, this is what I would say. We probably need another inside linebacker. If I'm really looking at it, because some of these old linemen is going to have to fucking become men. We got a lot of old linemen on scholarship too. Some of these MF was going to have to become, they're going to step up and become men. But we are thin at linebacker.
That is true. Ain't the kid from Danville, Smith?
Yeah.
Ain't he a kicker too?
Well, look, Anthony. Obviously, someone ain't obviously somebody ain't practicing well. Because then we get another kicker. If I didn't hear about this Fordham kid, we got another kicker earlier in the first cycle. So something's up with our kicking. And if you signing that many, and that don't mean they're on full scholarship, but if you bringing that many into camp, that means you're not comfortable with what you have.
Tell me what you think about this, man, because I don't want to just be my takes on people. The whole year, we was going back. Who was our kicker? Ruffalo?
Yes.
They going, man, the snap was too high. The snap is, dude. Now all of a sudden we got real problems in the kicking position, obviously, because all the noise we making and all the time and energy we spending in that position. So that means whoever behind Ruffalo probably wasn't good enough to get him out of the mix. But the whole damn year, while we were going through these missed kicks, the fan base was at our long snapper like they was at Severe Will. And it may be the same people. It may be the same people that transfer from football because you pick one aspect of the game and blame it. And like I tried to tell them, and I said, and like I said, apparently I don't know basketball and I don't know special teams apparently. But I said there's rarely a perfect snap. Like it's gonna be this side, it's gonna be low, you're gonna catch the string. Things happen all the damn time. Now maybe in the pros they do, but even the pros they jack them up a lot. This dude, his concentration was off, some wasn't right. Maybe he's watching the ball instead of just taking the steps, and he sees it not being perfect. But they did the same thing to the damn long. They blamed everybody but the kicker. And now, like you said, now that we're seeing that we're having issues getting the kicker in, and we trying a lot of different things, we didn't have nobody that we felt could replace him, but he wasn't getting the job done either.
No, for sure. So we will see. There will be competition.
Ah, forgot about Chance Porter. Ain't he been there like 3 years?
Yeah, he came back that COVID year.
Dang, he ain't even get no burn. Yeah, we do have a long snapper committee. He has some kind of connection to.
I think Chance Porter is the kickoff specialist.
Okay.
Kickoff specialist and holder.
And do you feel this is hitting? Then we're gonna get up out of here with this. Do you feel we putting all our eggs in one basket with Leary? Because have we seen the last of Wade at quarterback? Or maybe for the next 2 years, maybe he has to develop a couple years.
History will prove that Leary will get hurt. That's the history. But honestly, in this day and age, the day and age of having Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa on the same squad, or having Matt Castle and Matt Leinart on the team at the same time, and with Carson, those days are over. These kids are not going to sit behind somebody. So you kind of put your eggs all in one basket at the quarterback position now, because kids are not going to sit. So here's the deal. Do you feel more comfortable with Liam Cohen being able to devise a game plan to better use the skill set of Destin Wade than Scangarello?
Well, the problem is about and I'm not saying really not a problem. The difference between Scangarello and Liam Cohen is, dude, I've heard from many of people, Scangarello's problem was up here. Not up here because he didn't know what to do. Up here because he wasn't a people person. Like he didn't know if somebody can't do something or somebody's not picking. And I said this the whole season. These players ain't picking up what he's putting down. Like offensive linemen, so you're not running drills on their feet, or you're not working on their base, keeping these guys in front of them. I mean, or they don't understand the scheme because they never help each other. Anytime they try to help you, they let people run right between them. There ain't no damn way. Dude, and the problem is the same damn thing happened in special teams. How you get beat and gap on special teams, on the lineman position? Because you are practicing. And apparently people tried to talk to Scangarello, and he didn't want to hear it, which is understandable. I'm an NFL. If you start taking help, what does that mean about you? You're inept. You don't know what you're doing. But the word I got is he really wasn't a whole lot of listening. And I think people like Liam's a players coach. You always see him talking with the quarterbacks. We talked to some lineman commit from Kentucky on Sunday Morning Sports Talk this week. And he was like, man, he just loved the energy, man. He just loved the energy and the way he talked to him. And I just think that just that part alone gonna get these players to buy in for these guys, or for Liam. And I think Liam will be able to adjust and make plays. I'm not sure anybody can't. But if you limit it like Scangarello must have been, because like me, you talk about it all the time. The best offensive coordinator we probably done had, I don't care what nobody says, probably been Grand. Man, Grand can take you back. You can take you right now and run your central playbook and bring your players and at least score touchdowns because he know how to utilize his personnel. People
underappreciated Grant.
Yeah.
Now Grant couldn't recruit because he couldn't get a quarterback here. But I'm gonna say this until the cows come home. If Drew Barker wouldn't have got hurt in 2017, the outlook of Eddie Grant would be totally different. Because he went a totally different direction with his scheme. And that's something people don't get. If that MFer had Barker and changed the scheme for down Steven Johnson, then changed the scheme for Terry Wilson, then changed the scheme in the same season with down Sawyer Smith And Lynn Bowden, dude, he ran like 10 different schemes. So to me, yeah, I agree with you. And I'm gonna say something else. And you probably gonna disagree. No problem. Joker Phillips was probably one of our best OCs. OCs, not HC, OC.
Wait a minute. I was talking about under the Stoops era.
Okay. Yeah, Grant is definitely, to me, Grant. If people gonna say Liam Cohen, Liam Cohen had, and this is like we all like some people say with Cal. Cal put this team together. So he put a bad team together. He should be at fault for putting bad team together. Totally appropriate. Liam Cohen put a great team together. With being able to get Will Levis, and we already had an O-line, getting Wandale to come here, changed the projection of that year. If Eddie Grant had Will Levis and Wandale, I think he could have done just as well.
I will say, I still feel some type of way about you trying to sneak Joker Phillips in here as when we was talking about best offensive coordinator. And I understand where you come from. I'm going to give him 4th or 5th maybe. Because, dude, Mike Leach was a damn offensive coordinator. Chris Hatcher was offensive coordinator. He made
Whoa.
I know what the hell you about to say. I know what the hell you about to say.
What about to say?
You about to say they didn't call the plays. Wait, hold on. If you gonna pull that out your ass, who coached longer?
No.
Dyke?
Mike, no.
Hatcher? Franklin? Hey,
Mike Leach.
Mother hand out.
Mike Leach was a hell of an OC. Chris Hatcher is a hell of an OC, but they didn't call him plays for Kentucky though.
But when they left, they called him and were
right. No, but we talking about Kentucky off his best.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Why?
Because I understand what you're saying. You're saying he didn't call him whatever, tomato. All we know is when they all left here, they all got jobs and prospered. He didn't.
For sure. But
so that means they could have done it without. I'm saying they could have done it without him.
But they didn't.
We don't know if they did. Well, we don't know how much their input he used.
You're right. So if you want to say who is a better OC in general, yes, Joker's not better than Chris Hatcher and Mike Leach. But for Kentucky, he is. Dude, yeah. Was he not the OC for Andre Wilson? Was he not the OC for Heartline?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Right.
Hold on. And we're
gonna put up some damn good numbers with Heartline.
Have you looked at Andre Wilson's effing receivers, dude? Dude, if you talk about our receiving core, look at Andre Wilson's receiving core.
For sure. No doubt about it. But how many times we had a great receiving core last year, pretty good receiving core, it ain't shit.
Oh, I'm talking about after it's said and done, they had a good receiving core.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't know that Steven Johnson, Glenn Holt,
Burton,
Keenan Burton. There was 2 other people, and Jacob Tammy.
Yeah.
Dang, there was 2 other people that played.
Wasn't that Abney?
Nah. No, Abney was done by the time they came.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah. Abney was played with me 2 years.
Okay.
And I think they started in 2004. It was one other receiver. Scotty Mitchell. He played in Canada for a while. He had a shot. I think he was with the Chargers for a minute. But yeah, that thing was deep, boy. That thing was deep. Wes ain't gonna let Scangarello get up out of here. He might be the one that's stand on Severe's tail and who was on the long snapper all season. Because you find them people in the fan base who find one little focus and they beat the hell out of it, boy. So wait a minute. Here we go. That's a good question for you, Van Hizzle. Worse off. Man, I said I was going to get off this negativity. Today is the last day of my negativity. Worst offensive coordinator of all times. Elliot Uselak or Scangarello?
Oh, it's not even close. It's not even close. It's not even. Look, people, this is what pisses me off about some fans. And I'm biased. I came in with BJ. BJ broke all Kentucky high school records. Tim Couch broke his records. So we got BJ in there running fucking sprint option too. What the fuck is he doing running sprint option? When at that time when we came in, he had all the high school passing records. So why are we running sprint option with him? So it's not even close.
It was the same thing, though.
It's Uselak. I'm gonna tell you what even adds on more to it. Obviously, and he changed because he went to a school in Michigan and he changed his whole philosophy. It's when my dog Rick Smith has to get into shit with him, I'm riding with my dog. Period. And some of the shit that I've heard Uselak say rubs me the wrong way because our defense was fucking legit.
Oh,
and you can't fucking say shit about us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bad game here and there, but fuck, we kept your ass in a whole lot more. So don't do that.
Hey, I want to see that go down too. When that's when they moved me to DB back to running back, and there's in the spring, there's in the middle. I want to see it go down, boy. Man, Curry won't let him do it, man. But I don't think Uselak want them issues.
He ain't want no piece of Coach Smith. I seen Coach Smith get into a drill because a player couldn't do it right and whip that player's ass with no helmet. And we in full pass. He got no helmet, hat turned backwards with a play sheet in the front. Yeah. he want that smoke. Trust me.
All right, man. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get up out of there. I don't know, man. I took some damn notes. I don't even know what the hell. Before we get up out of here, I know you're a defensive guy. Let you have at it for about a couple seconds. AFC Championship game. Got any problems with that final play? And did you see his teammates going off on number 58?
That was bullshit. Here's my problem with the play. It should have never came to that.
True.
The damn defensive end on the other side lost fucking contain. When this guy comes from the outside the hash in the middle of the field and runs down full speed, tries to fucking save a game. It shouldn't have came to that. If defensive end would have pulled up Pat Mahomes, a side would have probably tackled him 3 yards, 4 yards from the line of scrimmage. He had to run an extra 15 plus yards because the damn defensive end lost contain. So who's fucking arguing at the defensive end? You know what I'm saying? Look, man, shit happens. That was a hustle play. I have no problem with it. I have no problem because he was hustling. It's sad that it comes to that, but someone needs to fucking look at the film and tell me who the fucking defensive end was on that side of the field who lost contain.
That's what you gonna see in the locker room if you him, or you just gonna take it?
I'm not saying anything if no one says anything to me.
Right.
But if someone comes to me like his teammate talking about why you fucking touch the quarterback, what? I'm coming at your ass. Tell such and such not to fucking lose contain. So yeah, I would say someone approaches me in a bad manner. Yeah, because it really wasn't. There's a lot of faults that go around. And I'm gonna say this. I like Joe Burrow a lot. Joe Burrow had the ball with 2 minutes left and he got one first down and punted. He turned the ball over twice. Why ain't nobody fucking getting on Joe Burrow?
Good point. Hell of a point. Hell of a point. And before we get out of here, as we do, because you know the show is so negative, we like to end it on a positive note. I want to give a shout out to a company, not a local company, but a regional company called School Smiles. What they do is come into your school during the school day and give your kids dental services, dental care. They fix. The funny thing is they fix cavities. Like remember when we was kids, they and put the stuff in there, wait for it to hard and sand it down. No, now they got some stuff they put over top of it. It's white. It's just like the color of your teeth. So it stops the cavity from growing. Then I guess in time for you to go see a dentist. But in the meanwhile, they come in there, they do some preventative measures. They clean it. They do it all for free.
Wow.
If you got insurance, they run your insurance. If not, they have grants set up that you can get it paid for, get waivers, get it paid for. And man, so they come to see my kids, man, and that is a hell of a job. Last thing I noticed was they were doing like you should sit in this machine, put your thing back, bite on this, and they print the thing right next to your face, boom, take a picture. She walk around with like a DSLR camera with a cannon about that long on the end of it, and go right next to your mouth and bloop, just do it right. They can get your kid x-rayed and clean in 5 minutes. Go through the whole school within a couple hours. So shout out to School Smiles, man. Appreciate them. If you work with schools, look up School Smiles if you in this guess Northeast region. I don't know if you got one. You want to point out?
I don't have one. I'm gonna hit this one for a shout out to Messiah Russell. Look, I'm a track guy. This girl is on the level, has the chance to be on the level of Abby Steiner. She just broke the indoor collegiate record in the 60-meter hurdles. Her primary event is really the 400-meter hurdles, but she's able to go down all the way to the 60, which is crazy. This young lady is the NIL queen and is the queen of hurdles. So if you want to watch a good representative of Kentucky, watch some track and watch Messiah Russell. All right, that's all I got.
I'm feeling a little bit some type of way. You call her the queen of hurdles when we just had a queen of hurdles 3 years ago.
Dude, listen. This is what people have to understand. We are Hurdle U. We had the 100-meter hurdle world record that just was broken last year, but Kentucky, Kenny Harrison had the 100-meter world record. We have the 400-meter outdoor world record, Sidney McLaughlin. We have the indoor 60-meter hurdle, Messiah Russell. And I think we have collegiate outdoor record in the 100-meter hurdles. It's just queens upon queens upon queens.
Well, whatever, man. Whatever you call it. One of them got to be the queen. One of them got to be the princess, I guess.
No. One could be queen of Austria. One could be queen of Sweden. One could be queen of France. You just got queens of different eras.
Okay. All right. We'll take it. All right. We've come to this point of the show. I appreciate everybody for watching. Can you please slide over to TikTok and like, share, comment, head over to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, also LinkedIn. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Like, comment, share, follow. Tell all your friends about it and join us back here next Wednesday. We appreciate you all.